Hello guys, how are you? David DeFranco here from daviddefranco.com. A while ago, I purchased myself this, not the bag, but what's inside this bag, a 13-inch MacBook Pro with Retina display. And guys, let me tell you, I have zero regrets with this purchase. Now, I put an emphasis on that because the $1,000 that I previously spent towards a camcorder, well, eventually, as you probably know by now, that money was instead put towards the MacBook Pro. Now, eventually, yes, I will be buying myself another 4K camcorder, but not anytime soon. Probably maybe like early 2016. Okay, so anyway, getting to the point of today's video, I want to give you a somewhat brief tour of my MacBook Pro setup. I'm calling it a setup, but this is more of a mobile setup, if you want to call it that. So you know what? Let's just jump right into it. Opening up my Case Crown messenger bag, which I recently reviewed. Check out that link right below if you're interested. Easily worth the money. Like, this bag is overall just incredible. I'm not going to talk about it too much because why not just check out the video instead. So opening up my messenger bag, I can take out my 13-inch MacBook Pro with ease, and there it is. This is just a beautiful, beautiful computer overall. Now, for those wondering the specs, I'm going to go through some basic information using the notes right below. Like I said, this is a 13-inch model, Retina display, and honestly, I am loving the form factor. Nowadays, I'm much more into the smaller electronics, such as my iPad mini, a 13-inch notebook, and even my 11-inch HP Stream, well, 11. Not to sound redundant, but that's what it is. It's just really nice to have desktop-like power, but in a 13-inch form factor, especially when you factor in the Retina display. I mean, the display on this thing is beautiful. It has a 2.7 gigahertz dual-core i5, which performs just fine, especially in Final Cut Pro 10. Seriously, guys, videos export like blazingly fast. I don't get it. Like, they are oddly fast, which makes me very happy. And of course, I did max out the RAM with 16 gigabytes and a 256 gigabyte SSD. And finally, last but not least, the Force Touch trackpad. Absolutely incredible. Aside from the beautiful display, the Force Touch trackpad is my favorite feature on this notebook. Seriously, it's that good. It actually feels like you're clicking a physical button when you're not. And that right there is just further proof that Apple continues to innovate. All right, so what else is in this bag? Let's put the MacBook Pro aside. Well, I also have, there it is, a Magic Mouse, which honestly I've only used like maybe once or twice on this notebook because I'm usually just, well, using the Force Touch trackpad. But for those instances where I'd rather edit or Photoshop or whatever on a desk, then I have the option of using this Magic Mouse. And yes, I do have two. Why not? This one is used on my Mac Pro, which is currently sleeping. Alright, putting the Magic Mouse back. What else do I have in here? I have my iPad Mini 3 in gold, which is right here inside of my $10 Poetic Slimline magnetic case. Awesome case. It's exactly like Apple's Smart Cover, but practically what? 70% cheaper. I'm not sure the exact math, but it's cheap. Trust me, and check it out. It is linked right below. So, my iPad Mini 3, definitely not the fastest iOS device I own nowadays, but honestly, I am still loving it. It's the Wi-Fi model, 16 gigabytes, and as mentioned, it is gold, which, by the way, I gotta be honest, at first I wasn't a huge fan of the idea of owning a gold product, but look at this. This, in my opinion, is a classy gold. This is not gaudy. This is not blingy. This is a classy rose-like gold, if you want to call it that. And honestly, it's a beautiful device. Not that I see the gold too much because it goes right back into the case, but if you look around the border, you can see gold shining around the edges. You can see it on the volume buttons, and you can see it on the Touch ID. I was going to call it Force Touch. We're not quite there yet. But yes, iPad mini is great, but I will be replacing this with the iPad mini 4 or whatever it's going to be called in the fall, because apparently it's going to have the specs equivalent to the iPad Air 2, which makes me very happy because, as you know, this iPad mini refresh wasn't really a refresh at all. It was just new colors and the addition of Touch ID. But you know what? That was enough to make me want to purchase it because I wanted to mix it up a bit, and honestly, I'm very happy with my purchase. So, back into the bag this goes. And what's next on the list? My Western Digital 2 terabyte USB 3.0 portable hard drive. And there it is. Now, honestly, like I mentioned in my tech haul video, link right below if you're interested, I have not used this once, at least for data transfers. I literally plugged it into my MacBook Pro, opened up Disk Utility, formatted it so I can use it on both OS X and Windows, because hey, you never know. Then I put it right back in the bag. But yes, this is 2 terabytes, plenty of storage to work with for those video files, Photoshop files, photography, data, basically. Plenty and plenty of data. So let's put that right back in. Oh wait, and as mentioned, it is USB 3.0, of which I always have the cable right in here for convenience, because it is powered via USB, so you don't need any kind of external power adapter. All right, so next item, which might come as a surprise to you, that is my LG G4. Now, I'm not primarily an Android user, that's no secret, but I gotta say, Lollipop is quite nice, and I primarily use the G4 as a camera, because the camera on this thing, it just blows my mind. It honestly blows my mind. I think I'm happier taking pictures with this than I am with my Canon G7X, which kind of says a lot because that's a professional point-and-shoot camera, but I mainly use that for video, so not a big deal. But I gotta say, it is really nice having the choice between my Canon T4i, my Canon G7X, my LG G4, my iPad mini 3, and my iPhone 5S for photography choices. So that is really, really nice. And also included in this little pouch is the charging adapter with a very short micro USB cable. I'm not sure if this is the one that came with the phone, but I'm kind of using it anyway because I also have this micro USB cable, which is quite a bit longer. So cool. It is always nice having extra cables in your bag. You can never have too many cables. Alright, so put the G4 right back in there. And what is next? Cables! Yes, more cables. Actually, just one, if I can find it. Yes, here it is. This is actually from cellularoutfitter.com. Definitely check them out. I will link that recent video right below. Yes, I know. You guys have a lot of videos to check out, but hey, why not? So this is a dual cable. On the end here is USB, typical, right? But on the other end, we have a lightning cable as well as micro USB. So I can charge not only my iPad and or iPhone, but also any devices that support micro USB, such as my LG G4. So I had to do a quick jump cut there because a car pulled up. Wasn't sure if it was for me. But there you go. Putting that cable right back in there because you never know when I'll need it. And you may have noticed I do not have a flash drive in here. That is primarily because I have my Western Digital hard drive with 2 terabytes, so why not use that? And well, because I also have an 8 gigabyte flash drive in my camera bag, which is usually with me if I'm vlogging, because well, you never know if I'll need to transfer some video data. So guys, there you go. There is my MacBook Pro setup on the go for summer 2015. Yes, I am labeling this summer 2015 because well, this could very well change in a month or two. Well, because I could get a new flash drive next month. I could get a new hard drive in 2 months. I could get some new charging cables, some new accessories or whatever. Oh, and finally, again, just in case you forgot, I'm gonna mention it again. This is the Case Crown messenger bag, campus messenger bag. Just an all-around fantastic product. I am loving it overall, and it is definitely worth checking out if you're a notebook user like myself. So guys, there you go. Thank you so much for watching. Every single product that I just mentioned in this video can be found right below for your convenience. Thank you so much for your support. Thank you for watching, and I will see you in my next video. Peace.